Today we will discuss Woodward-Hoffmann rule for sigmatropic rearrangement. In this case, before going to the Woodward-Hoffmann rule, you must have known about the what is meaning of 4q plus 2 S component and 4r A component. If suppose 4q plus 2 S component and 4 are A component, okay, total summation of these both component if is odd, then your reaction is the thermally allowed. And when the component 4q plus 2 S and 4r A component is even, then your reaction is the photochemically allowed. Let us discuss about which system is considered as a 4q plus 2 system and which system is considered as a 4r or 4q A system. If suppose we have an example like that example, okay, that is the Cope rearrangement. In this rearrangement, by such mechanism, okay, that double bond will be migrate like that, that sigma bond breaks migrate like that, and we will obtain the product. In this case, this is the first, okay, this is the first pi bond and this is the second pi bond. These two pi bonds are not conjugated to each other. Such pi bond, okay, first bond, okay, if it is not conjugated to each other, then it is considered as an isolated 2-electron system. It is also considered as a 2-electron system. And the sigma bond is, if single sigma bond is there, for that single sigma bond, it is considered as a 2-electron system. And 2-electron system is nothing but the 4q plus 2 system. Okay, all these are the 4q plus 2 system. But if suppose we have an example like that, the hydrogen is migrated from this place to that place, and this bond by such mechanism will be migrated and we will obtain the product. In this case, there is a one single sigma bond is there break, therefore it is considered as a 2-electron system, that is a 4q plus 2 system. And this first pi bond and the second pi bond, these two are in conjugation, correct? All right, therefore due to this we will consider this 4q or 4r system. This is all about the which system you have to consider the 4q plus 2 system and which system you have to consider the 4q or 4r system. Now very important thing is the which is a S component system, S component, and which is A component. We have discussed that at firstly when 4q plus 2 S component and 4r A component is odd, then reaction is the thermally allowed reaction. And if the summation of these two components is even, your reaction should be photochemically allowed reaction. Let us discuss about what is meaning of that S. Okay, that is superficial and A is the intraficial. What is meaning of actual this S term and the A term? For this, again we will consider the one of the reaction, that is the Cope reaction. If suppose we have the such type of starting material is there, correct? And in this compound, this is a pi bond, this is also pi bond, and our sigma bond is break at this point. Okay, correct. Sigma bond is break at this position, correct. And this is this double bond. Okay, when you show the mechanism, okay, mechanism is like that double bond will be attack on this pi bond, this migrate like that, this double bond migrate like that, and we will obtain the such type of product. Okay, therefore for consideration of the S components or intrafacial components or the suprafacial components, we will have to use the our break the bond. Okay, we will consider the break the bond as well as the new bond, form bond. Okay, form bond. Okay, this by considering these two bonds, we will consider which system is S system or which system is a intrafacial system. Okay, let us try to find out for this system. Okay, for this system, these two pi bonds are away from each other or unconjugated or non-conjugated one. Therefore, these two one, this is the 2 electron system. Okay, that is the 4q plus 2 system. Again, this is also 4q plus 2 system, and this sigma bond is also 4q plus 2 system. Okay, already we have discussed that which system is a 4q plus 2 system and which system we consider as a 4q system or 4r system. When in this case new bond is formed, okay, in this case here is the new bond is formed, correct. That is the new, at this position new sigma bond is formed, correct. This pi bond will be migrated, new pi bond is formed. Okay, at this case there is a, okay, like that new pi bond is formed, and in this case that bond is break and new pi bond is formed at that position. For this 2 pi electron system, okay, for this 2 pi bond electron system, new sigma bond is formed from this top, from this orbital, and new pi bond is formed from this orbital. Okay, both have the same side orbitals. Okay, new pi bond is formed. Okay, new pi bond is formed this orbital. Okay, and new sigma bond is formed from this top orbital. Okay, top faced orbital. Therefore, both are the top faced orbital. Therefore, it is a suprafacial thing. Okay, therefore it is a 4q plus 2 suprafacial. For this pi bond, okay, for this pi bond, you consider here. Okay, for the formation of new pi bond, this is a top orbital, and this, for in this case the sigma bond is formed from the bottom orbital. Therefore, this is a 4q plus 2 intra one. Okay, new pi bond is formed by using this top faced orbital, and new sigma bond is formed the bottom face orbital. Okay, therefore such type of system is a intrafacial system. Okay, let us discuss about the which system, which sigma bond is considered as a suprafacial one and considered as a intrafacial one. There is the rules. Okay, the rules is, okay, first is the, for sigma component, whether there is a suprafacial one or intrafacial one. Okay, this is for the alkyl group. We consider for the alkyl group migration. In this case, sp3 hybrid orbital uses its large lobe for reaction. There will be retention, and small lobe, then there will be inversion. If there is a retention at both ends or inversion at both ends, then the component is the S component. Okay, sigma square s component. Okay, if both ends there is a retention in configuration or inversion in configuration, okay, both ends, then it is a sigma square s component. And if there is one retention at one end and the inversion at other end, then it is considered as a for sigma square a component. Okay, antipressure component. Okay, let us discuss about how we will find is there retention or the inversion. Okay, we will discuss here. We will draw again for the sake of convenience. Okay, in this case the sigma bond is break at this position, correct? All right. Okay, original double bond is at this position. In this case, new pi bond is formed at this position, correct? New pi bond is formed this position. Okay, the top orbital and the top orbital. Therefore, we have considered it is as a large orbital. Okay, this is the large orbital. Okay, because same orbital will be formed the pi orbitals. But in this case, if new bond is formed, in this case, new pi bond is formed here, but sigma bond is formed from this orbital, but new pi bond is formed from the topmost orbital. Therefore, this is considered as a small orbital. Okay, our sigma bond is this. Okay, we will further try to simplify it. In this case, this is we have known that this is the sigma bond. In this case, new bond pi bond is from this orbital. New pi bond is from this orbital. Okay, from this orbital, new pi bond is from to the nearest orbital. Okay, therefore sigma bond is also from this top orbital, and the pi bond is also from this orbital. Okay, therefore such type of sigma bond, it is a this orbital is considered the this orbital is considered as the larger orbital. And in this case, okay, there's the lowermost orbital from the sigma bond, but the when the pi bond is from, okay, pi bond is from this top orbital there, but the sigma bond is from this bottom orbital. Therefore, it is considered as a small orbital. Okay, if large orbital is there, there is a retention in configuration, and the small orbital is there is a inversion in configuration. Remember that. And how it is decided, we have already discussed. Let us see the steps. Okay, in this case we have the example of the Cope type of rearrangement. First, you have to draw the mechanism for the reaction. Okay, like that. Okay, we have driven first mechanism. Then choose the components. Choose the components. Which components? Only the bond taking part in the reaction mechanism must be included. In this case, this bond is break, this bond is break, and this bond is break. Okay, therefore these are the components. This sigma bond is break, this pi bond breaks migrated, and this pi bond also breaks, and you will obtain the new pi bonds. Okay, therefore the component means what? Actual where is the bond is break. Okay, for this pi square component, this is a pi square component, and this is the sigma square component. Square means the 2 electron. Okay, it is having the 2 electron. Then the next step is make 3-dimensional drawing of the way of the components came together for the reaction, putting orbitals at the ends of the components. Okay, in this case we have drawn the such like that orbitals. Okay, in this orbital we have shown this is the old orbitals, this is old pi orbitals. Okay, this is the dotted is the new orbital is formed. Okay, as we have discussed, Okay, this is the pi square component. Okay, pi square component is nothing but what? Okay, these are the not conjugated. This bond and this bond is not conjugated. Therefore, it is considered as a two electron system, and separately, therefore, it is a 4q. When you put the q is equal to 0, it nothing but the two electron system, and therefore such system is okay that top orbital is used for the sigma bond and the top orbital is used for the p bond formation. Okay, in this case, therefore it is a suprafacial one. For this top orbital is from pi bond formation and the lower orbital is for the sigma bond formation. Therefore it is considered as the 4q plus 2 intrafacial arrangement. And in this case, the new bond is formed from this orbital and sigma bond is from this, or there would be small. Okay, this is the small one and this orbital. Okay, this pi bond and pi bond same orbital use and same orbital is involved in the sigma bond formation. Therefore it is a large orbital. Okay, large orbital used for the sigma bond formation. Correct? Okay, it will be further clarify here. Okay, in this case, okay, this is the lower orbital used for the sigma bond formation, and the for the pi bond formation this orbital is used. Therefore this is small lobe, and in this case the same lobe is used for the sigma bond as well as the pi orbital formation. Therefore it is a large lobe, and therefore that is considered as the retention and considered as the inversion. Okay, one orbital used for the sigma bond formation is the large lobe and one is the small lobe. When small lobe is used, then it is considered as inversion, and when there is large lobe is used, then it is considered as a retention. Alright, okay, that rules we have discussed. Okay, this rule we used, and therefore by using this rule we consider if at the one end there is retention and at the other end there is inversion, then our system is the sigma square A. Okay, let us discuss about the how many 4q plus 2 s component is there. Okay, in this case one is the 4q plus s is the that is one component. Okay, and there is no 4q plus intra one. Okay, therefore we have to consider only supra. 4q plus 2 we have to consider always supra s component, and for 4q we have to consider always a component. Okay, there 4q plus 2 s component is 1, while 4q a component is the 0, because it is a okay 4q system. This is the 4q plus 2 system. Okay, this system is also that is okay, this is our 4q plus 2 system. Okay, 2 electron is there, but it is also intra one. Okay, therefore we not consider it. It is supra. Okay, only one supra component is there, and its summation of the component is the thermally allowed, because its summation is the odd summation. Therefore the reaction is the thermally allowed. This is all about the Woodward-Hofmann rule when we consider the Cope type of rearrangement. I hope you get all this idea about the Woodward-Hofmann rule for the sigmatropic rearrangement. Thank you very much.